thank you so much for being here. Let me just go ahead and point out the obvious and say that I have a new background if you guys couldn't tell. I'm sorry that the fabric is super wrinkly. It looks really weird right now, but hopefully it'll become unwrinkled soon and it'll look way better. Let me know if you guys like the color or if you want to see a different color, like a more neutral color. I personally thought it was a really pretty color, and I don't know. Let me know how you guys feel, because your guys' opinion matters and not really mine. So, but anyways, I was super excited to film today's video because I personally didn't think I was capable of doing something like this. Honestly, didn't really know if like this whole thing was real where you could do like half drugstore and half high-end on one side and make it look the same, but damn. But like I was saying, I'm super excited because a lot of these dupes I've never ever seen before. I just kind of played with the formula and I'm like, oh my gosh, this looks so similar to this. And so I tried it today and they are the exact same thing. Like, I'm in total shock. I'm never buying high-end ever again. Just kidding, I'm still going to spend so much money, but it's fine. But before I get started in today's video on these dupes, I'd love it if you guys hit that subscribe button, and now if you guys want to see what these dupes are, then go ahead and keep on watching. So on this side of my face with the huge pimple, I'm going to use my high-end products, and then on this side I'm going to use Drugstore. And I'm going to start off with a primer, obviously, and I'm going to use the Becca Backlight Priming Filter, which is just a really pretty luminous primer. And then the dupe that I think I found for it is the No7 Skin Illuminator in the color... This is just the lighter shade of the two. The other one's super dark. This one's super light. So I'm going to put them on the back of my hand. This one was the Becca. And then this one is the No7. So with a clean finger, I'm just going to rub this one around. And that's the Becca one. And then this one with another finger is the No7. So as you guys can tell, they are almost exactly the same on my hand. So I'm going to try them on my face and let's see if they are dupes. So again, on this side, I'm going to use my Becca one. And now on this side, I'm going to be using my No7. Might have gotten too much. And just rub it up dub. And now as you guys can see, this gives me the same exact luminous effect, whether it's the Becca one or the No7 one. Becca is $38 and this one is $12, so I think they are pretty much the exact same thing. My next dupe is foundation, and I have two different Morphe M437 brushes. And the first dupe on the high-end side I think I found is the Smashbox Studio Skin 15 Hour Wear Foundation. And this is in the color 2.1. Colors, I don't know if they're gonna match or not. And then for the dupe, I got the Loreal Infallible Pro Matte. This one says it's a hydrating foundation, but it's really not that hydrating at all. So if you really wanted to make this a little bit more hydrating, I would say just put in a little bit of Pro Glow, but I'm pretty sure this one's going to be a dupe. So I'm just putting the Smashbox one on this side and the Loreal Infallible one on this side. I wish I could just blend them in at the same time. Oh my god. I just did laundry yesterday. Whew. All right, anyways, I'm going to blend in. This is the Loreal one. Using a different brush, I'm rubbing in the Studio Skin from Smashbox. I'd say the finish of them, it looks the exact same. The coverage of them is the exact same. The blendability of them is the exact same. And I know that the wear of them is the exact same because I've tested both of them so many times in my life. So it's a dupe. Now the next dupe is concealers, and this is a Tarte Shape Tape Concealer in the color Fair Beige. And this one is a Wet n Wild Photo Focus Concealer in the color, do this every time, Light Ivory. So I'm going to just put a little bit of the Tarte Shape Tape Concealer on this side. And then on this side, I'm going to use my Wet n Wild. And I'm just going to put Wet n Wild in the middle right here because my nose isn't really like wide enough to put like 2 different stripes on there, you know what I'm saying? So this side is obviously just a little bit lighter, but that's just the shade of the concealer. It's not really the consistency. The consistency feels the exact same putting them on. The application's the exact same putting them on. With this side right here, I'm going to take this Real Technique sponge and just use the pointed side to blend this one in. And then on the drugstore side, I'm going to use the flat side to blend it in. So both of the concealers are blended in, and they did the exact same thing with coverage. They blended out the exact same way. So I definitely would say they are dupes. Again, I've tested them both for very long times in my life. So I personally think they're dupes. I don't know about y'all. That's just what I think. Now the next dupe is a translucent powder, and I'm sure all of you guys know about this one. It's the Mercier translucent powder. I'm going to use that again on the high end side. And the dupe that I found for it is the No. 7 translucent powder as well. It is a beautiful, beautiful formula. This one, personally, I like it better than Mercier just because it's finer. And it almost gives your face like a photoshopped filter. So I'm going to go in with the No. 7 and just with a brush set it. And now with my high end side, I'm going to use my Mercier. So now both sides are set, and like I said, I love the No. 7 powder. So personally, I like how this one sets it better than this side, but you can't really tell a difference. That one is most definitely a dupe. So moving on to bronzers, the 2 that I think are dupes are the Benefit Hoola bronzer, which I'm sure you guys already know about this one. And the dupe I found for it is the No. 7 bronzer in the color Caramel. And I'm actually going to swatch them on the back of my hand so you guys can see how much of similarity they have to each other. Oh my god, I forgot what I was saying. I have my Sigma E60 brush, and this is the color of the Hoola bronzer one. You guys know about this one already. And now taking the other side of my brush, taking the No. 7 bronzer. So as you guys can see, these look the exact same on the hand, and I promise they look the exact same on the face as well. So now I'm just going to go ahead and put them on my face. Using my Morphe M437 brush, I'm taking my No. 7 Caramel bronzer. And the brush that I have most similar to that one is my Sephora Blush and Contour brush. So I'm going to take this one and use it with my Hoola bronzer. So now I'm finished with the 2 bronzers, and this is the Hoola side, this is the No. 7 side. Again, I would say they're dupes. Not gonna be cocky, but I mean, come on guys. You cannot tell a difference, like, at all. This next one's super exciting because everybody's obsessed with this blush, and it's the Nars Orgasm blush. I just have the mini one because the other one's way too expensive. What? And the dupe that I found for it was the Milani Luminoso. Let's put it on my face and check it out. So I'm using my Milani Luminoso and putting a little bit on my cheeks. As you guys can see, it's a very pretty pink corally color. Now with a different brush, I'm using my Nars Orgasm. I mean, dang, I don't want to say I'm good, but like, I'm good. So the next dupes are highlighters, and I don't know if you guys are gonna think these are dupes or not, but for the price point, I think they're pretty much worth paying the difference for. So, the first one is Becca Champagne Pop. Iconic freaking highlighter. Everybody uses this, everyone talks about it, so I wanted to find a dupe on it. Wet n Wild Precious Petals highlighter. I know a lot of you are going to say they are different, but I'm going to swatch them so you can see just how close they are on my hand, and then you're gonna see just how similar they are on my face. So I'm gonna swatch them on the back of my wrist, and I'm taking Becca's Champagne Pop, And this right here is a champagne pop. And now this is Precious Petals from Wet n Wild. I mean, come on. This thing's like $5 and this one's like $30. $25 difference. I think I'll holla for my $5. I'm going to take my Morphe M510 brush and put the Precious Petals on this one. Now taking my champagne pop, if I can get it open, and I'm on the wrong side. Take my Morphe Y14 brush, dip it in here. This is the high-end side. This is the drugstore side. That's all I gotta say. For eyes, I'm just going to do something really, really simple. It's not really going to count as a dupe just because I'm using the same bronzers and the same highlighters that I use for each side because I don't have the dupe eyeshadow palette. My mom currently has the eyeshadow palette and I'm pissed because she's taking it to Mexico, I think. Or I just lost it. Shit. Just taking a little bit of Hoola bronzer and putting it in my transition shade. And now taking my No7 Bronzer, putting it on this side. And now taking a champagne pop, I'm pooping that on my eye. I'm popping that on my lid. With Wet n Wild, I'm popping that on the other lid. And for brows and eyeliner, I don't really have a dupe, so I'm going to just go in with my Anastasia Dip Brow Wiz, Dip Brow. So guys, now that I put the highlight on my eyes, I'm kind of realizing that it's not the same. But I did find another dupe for the Becca Champagne Pop. It's actually the Physicians Formula Shimmer Strip in the color Vegas Strip or Light Bronzer. So, use this one instead of the Wet n Wild. Just gonna have to work, but just going to take a little bit. Just make this a little bit more gold. You know, I knew I was going to mess up somehow in this video. Alright, now they look the same. And now I'm just going to apply both my eyeliners. They're both from NYX. This is the liquid liner, this is the matte liner. So, I'm gonna put them on and I'll be back. Now for mascara, I do have a dupe and it's the Too Faced Better Than Sex Mascara. And this is the L'Oreal Voluminous Lash Paradise Mascara. I actually like the L'Oreal Lash Paradise one way better. I'm really sad that I'm putting this on my eyelashes because I don't even like it. Look the exact same, but I just feel like this one lasts me a whole lot longer. Like this one weighs down my lashes after a while. But nonetheless, they look the same packaging, same application, same look, everything. And now for lipsticks, the dupe that I have is the MAC Kandy Yum Yum, and this is NYX Miami Nights. Yes, Miami Nights. So on the high-end side, going in with MAC Kandy Yum. Looks so weird, but this is a Miami Nights. I hope they match. So this drugstore one's a little bit darker, so I'm going to just go in with this NYX Ombre pencil, and this one's in the color Pink Bubbles and Caviar. I'm just gonna put the light pink side on here. So now that matches a little bit better, but still, even if you combine the prices of these two drugstore ones, it's like $10 rather than this lipstick from MAC, which is like $17. So the next dupe is this Urban Decay All Nighter Makeup Setting Spray, and this is a Milani Make It Last Setting Spray. So I'm just going to... Cool. So this is what I came up with using all of my drugstore and high-end dupes that I felt like were dupes. I've never tried them together before. This was the first time. It helped you guys, and I hope this proved that some of them are for sure dupes. Like, you cannot go wrong with them. Pretty impressed by how this turned out. Let me know how you guys feel in the comment section down below. If you'd like this, what you think are some good dupes, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!